Hey everyone, it's Faultie with Lost Hemisphere, and I'm here at Lock and Load 2012 doing some interviews, standing up here with Privateer press staffers. Joining me today is Ed Bourelle, who is head of creative development.
No, not even close. But that's okay.
What is your,
I'll take it.
Have you a title, sir?
How about creative director?
There we go. Okay, 3.
Don't even start again, just keep going.
We'll fix it in post. We have post?
My face is going to be bright red now.
Okay. Alright. So Ed, thanks for taking a few minutes to talk with us about a few things. I just want to start with what's on everyone's minds, given what we've seen here, the releases, the stuff that the modelers are working on. Colossals and Gargantuans. I guess I'll start with what the hell? How do you even begin a project of this magnitude?
Well, the truth is, the Colossus project started before my time. I just got to follow through on it. But, really what we do is we just kind of take the core concept of going over the top, making things big, and just run with it. So when it comes to getting our concept art, doing our illustrations, finalizing the sculpts on the models and everything else, and just putting it all together, we just really wanted to kind of go with bigger scale battles, warcasters that are prepared for those larger scale games. We get the Unbound rules in there to increase the size of the games, increase the size of the models. We did a little video promo that had me on there jokingly at the end going, bigger is better. And really, that's what this specific run on Colossus is all about, is going big or going home.
Okay. And so I guess the whole idea of how many cooks are in the kitchen, I guess is sort of, you work with everyone, from the designers to the modelers and the play guys. They're one of 2 releases in the book. That's a huge undertaking, sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, really, the truth is, there's multiple kitchens all working simultaneously to prepare this multi-course meal. If you want to use that analogy, we've got development working on rules, and we've got the artists working on the look and feel of the things, and we've got the designers putting the book together on top of just editing the whole thing. And so, really, like, you've got a number of things that just kind of have to come together, and then a few of us that sort of help guide all of those different elements into one cohesive package, and that's where Colossus lands.
Awesome. So the other big release that people are seeing here is the new, the next epic incarnations of some of our favorite characters.
Right.
So we've got Vlad and Nemo. Sort of, how do you develop these characters? I mean, it's a whole new warcaster, but you still, and they're much bigger on a horse or with another guy. How do you sort of keep the quintessential essence of that character while still being new and fresh?
Well, from a visual standpoint, I think that's pretty easy. We try to evolve it into the next cool thing. We look at either where their technology is going, where their fighting style is going. I think with Vlad, everybody is keyed into him being an Umbrian horse lord for so long, like why isn't he on a horse? So we sort of picked the visual direction we wanted things to go, and then on the rule standpoint, they sort of fine-tuned things where, if you look at, say Nemo, and DC can probably expand on this a little bit more if you get a chance to talk to him, where, Nemo started out and he had, in like say Nemo 2, he has one like big burst of power that he can go sort of all in at once, where Nemo 3, as long as Caitlin finishes alive, they can sort of trickle out that power, and so it's all electricity, it's all themed around the same, but you find different ways to make them work on the battlefield, and I think that the development's done a really great job at doing that. So it's really just trying to see like how they evolve as characters and keep them recognizable but unique from their other incarnations.
And so the next thing, sort of switching gears here a little bit, at Gen Con we talked about the next Potter's game, Heat. It's now for sale here. We've seen the videos online. So what's the approach you guys take when you're sort of switching over to the more fun, simpler sort of tabletop games, and can I get a demo?
Well, when we want to kind of switch over to the fun, more wacky, zany things, we really we play drinking games, and then we add bodgers. Really, it's a great contrast because we have to take ourselves so seriously when it comes to War Machine. Well, not always, all right, I'll be honest. But it's just we all like to play different types of games. We know the look and feel of the more casual game you can just pull out and throw down real fast without a lot of forethought to it. And so we're able to shift the gears as gamers because we were able to shift gears when we play different types of games. And I think we just take those mindsets that we're in and we sort of apply them to what we're doing. From the look and feel standpoint, we've developed over a few years, the look of our Bodgers games. So we just find artists that are going to be great with doing sort of the cartoony, comical elements. And when we were naming the parts in Heat, all the crazy names, that was just like basically like a sit down, make jokes about stuff for an hour, and write down the ones we really liked. So it's definitely a different vibe and a different feel and a little bit of a different creative process. But ultimately, we just kind of put our minds in the right place and run with it. And you can get a demo. We've got it available here, and I have a feeling we've got some of the development guys that are teaching people how to play here at the show.
Awesome. And so I guess the last question, because everybody's asking, we've seen the amazing works in progress of the Archangel and the Woldrath, and everybody's, especially since the Adepticon, the amazing Mountain Kings. We don't know much about the name, but we know a name. Minions players want to know, will they see a Gargantuan?
There are only 4 Gargantuans in the Gargantuan book for the main primal factions, the original 4 factions. That doesn't mean that Minions will never get a Gargantuan once those packs are more well-rounded and they've got the design space for a really nicely themed Gargantuan. There's no reason that we wouldn't go in that direction. So I would say don't lose hope, because we've talked about it. We've even got a few ideas in mind, but they're just not going to see the light of day quite yet.
Well, thanks a lot, Ed, and everybody stay tuned for more live coverage here at Lock and Load 2012 with Lost Hemisphere.
Lock and load, kids!